The most spiritual place on earth to me is where the water meets the land. And if our water's polluted, then our land is polluted and our spirit's polluted. A powerful environmental organization is how we express our spirit and our values to protect those places that mean the most to us.
These waters are the heart of our community. They're where the Puyallup tribe lived and hunted and fished for thousands of years. For us, they're where our environment, economy, and community come together. Like, this is an incredible place to be.
Before CHB was founded in 1990, these waters were pretty dead. There were a lot of cleanups just starting at that point in time, but people viewed the area as being kind of, you know, a dead zone, an industrial zone, a zone we really didn't need to worry very much about because it was never going to be fully cleaned up.
CHB was founded to provide an environmental voice for Tacoma. These waters were really contaminated, and we turned things around.
The results of pollution were so toxic that our entire shoreline was often referred to as an undersea desert. Not even barnacles grew on pier pilings here.
Tacoma was listed on the very first list of Superfund sites anywhere in the country. And at that point in time, the shorelines were hardened, there was a lot of industry on our banks, and frankly, people didn't think about what was under the water or what was leaching into the water.
As these waters improved, Tacoma also improved as a community. So there's a connection between what's happening in our waters and what's happening in our community, and we can't have a healthy community if we don't have healthy waters.
The fact that these waters are cleaner now and the fact that we have the access that we have now has afforded a quality of life in someone like myself that previously would have been unheard of in generations and growing up around here. I've been able to have wild experiences in our waters with whales and sea life, and the reason I can have those experiences is because of the efforts of groups like Citizens for a Healthy Bay.
We go out twice a week with our boat and we look for pollution. By being visible on the water, we help prevent pollution. We're also there when pollution happens so that we can stop it where it's at and get it cleaned up as soon as possible. But cleanups are just the symptom of the problem. So we engage with local government and state government to make changes where decisions are being made. We make changes where the regulations are written. We make changes in the application of those regulations to make sure that we're not going to have the same cleanups to do in the future, to make sure that there's not as much contamination to start with. Tacoma's changed a lot over the decades in a way that's really noticeable. The ethic of Tacoma is changing from a place where a lot of pollution was acceptable to a place that wants clean jobs and a healthy environment and a vibrant community. But what we do here is about more than just Tacoma. It's about the middle of the country. It's about Asia. It's about energy markets and commodity markets. And I believe that if we can set an environmental standard here, it can have an impact in other places as well. So we have to make this water strong and resilient in the face of climate change. We have to get the polluted sites that are still out there cleaned up, and we have to make the systemic changes that will protect our water into the future.